The new Udyr is finally here and the changes are not that big, so it will be bearable for old mains. He's just a lot cooler, so bear with me while I'll explain to you everything he can do. Fat Thor's new passive is Bridge Between, and it's a passive with two passives. First, he can still swap between the 4 stances, and he can level them in any order you want, but now he can recast a stance while it is on cooldown to awaken it, each stance giving bonus effects while awakened. And this works on a 50 to 20 second cooldown that lowers as you level up. And the second passive is that after using an ability, his next 2 attacks within 4 seconds gain increased attack speed and refund 5% of the awakened's cooldown. You can see the cooldown as the bar under his mana. It fills up quite quickly and goes red once ready. His Q is the claw stance, giving him attack speed for 4 seconds, and his next 2 attacks maul the target, dealing extra max health physical damage, and if you awaken this, it gives even more attack speed, and in next 2 attacks Cold Lightning that bounces between targets for max health magic damage. If there are multiple enemies, it will bounce between them, and if it is just one, it will take all the damage. Note that the initial 2 enchanted attacks from the normal cast don't wear off if you don't use them in time, just the Monk training passive does in 4 seconds, but the awakened lightning strikes do wear off if not used. And to awaken, you just have to cast it again while it is on cooldown. And if the cooldown expires, you can just cast regular Q again even if you are already on Q, and then awaken it by pressing it once more. Hagrid's W is the mental stance. He gains a shield and his next 2 attacks gain lifesteal and restore health. If awakened, he gains even more shield that stacks with the initial shield and restore even more health over 4 seconds, and his next 2 attacks have even more lifesteal and restore health too. But this awakened healing is reduced against minions and small monsters. His E is the Stampede stance, used to run around people and bonk them in the head, giving him a decaying movement speed boost, and his attacks dash him to the target and stun on a cooldown per target base, and also attacks in this stance can't be cancelled. And the awaken gives him even more move speed and grant him immunity to CC, so he can run after everyone and become really unbearable to stop. And his R is the Storm phase. What it does is summon a storm, who would have guessed. This deals AoE magic damage per second to nearby enemies and slows them, and his next 2 attacks deal extra magic damage to enemies in the storm, or if the storm expires, AoE damage around him. The awaken of this causes the storm to follow Udyr's last attacked enemy, and it moves with him if he hits someone else, and deals additional max health magic damage over the duration and slows more too. This deals less damage to minions but more to monsters, since it has a minimum damage against them. As for the abilities, you can still decide what you want to max out first, but you'll still have at least 1 point in all of them. And the build seems tanky bruisery, a lot of items work, since all of his abilities scale with something else, so there should be multiple viable builds for him as a jungler. And that's it for this guy. Let me know what you think about the changes, check out the comparison video with all of his skins, leave a like and subscribe or I'll throw you in the ocean. And I got more High Noon Victor codes and they work globally now instead of region locked, so be first and try to catch one. Thanks for watching and I will see you soon. Bye bye.